Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Hopefully, you all are doing good at home. Students, as you know, the chapter under discussion is Force and Pressure, which is chapter number 7 from your general science book. In our previous lectures, we have discussed about force, area. We have learned what is pressure, water pressure, and also we have discussed Pascal's law in detail. Today, we are going to we are going to further proceed, and in this lecture we will learn about gas pressure in a container, which is from your book page number 105. Then we will move further with pneumatics, page number 106. We will also learn about how compressed air has the ability to do some mechanical work. For that, we will go through an activity which is on page number 106. Finally, we will discuss about the application of pneumatics, page number 106, 107. We will discuss about the applications of compressed air, that how these applications of pressurized or compressed air brought ease in our daily routine life. So dear students, let's proceed further. Gas pressure. Okay, I'm going to read it, then I will explain this, that how the pressure exerted by the the pressure exerted by the gas molecules due to their random motion on the walls of the container is known as a gas pressure. What is random motion? Random motion is the motion which is not following any pattern, moving here and there without following any path, without following any pattern, sometimes towards right, sometimes towards up, down, no pattern. This is random motion. On the walls of the container is known as the gas pressure. Okay, please stop here. How many state of matters we have learned till now? Excellent. We have learned about 3 states of matter. Number 1 is solid, good. Then liquid, excellent, and then gases. We know the bonding between the molecules of the solid is very strong. We cannot de-shape it. Right now, the sofa present in front of you, the chair present in front of you, the books present in front of you, these all are made up of solids. Now come to the liquid. We know that whenever we have the fluids, they have the tendency to move. They convert into the shape of the particular vessel in which we put that fluid. Right? Now come towards the gases. When we are talking about gases, we know the distance between the molecules of the gases is very much. Let's have an example. Take your perfume bottle. Just spray some perfume in the corner of the room. With, with almost no time, we will be able to have that fragrance everywhere in our room. Why this happened? This is due to the random and more faster movement of gas molecules. Hopefully now this point is clear. Okay, now we come back to the gas pressure. We are saying that when we blow air into the balloon expands because the pressure of air molecule is greater on the inside of the balloon than the outside. Right? Let's proceed further. This is page number 105 from your book. Gas pressure in a container. Gas pressure exerted by the gas molecules due to their random motion is known as the gas pressure. In our previous slide, we have read that. Molecules of a gas in a container are in continuous state of random motion in all the directions. Consider a container. Take a container, consider a container. And we can see the movement of the particles, the movements of the objects. These objects and these particles are known as the molecules. Now please see it very carefully and tell me, is there any pattern of the movement of these objects or these molecules? No. You can see this is moving towards right side, this is moving towards downward, downward, right side, downward, left side. It is not having any particular pattern. This motion is known as the random motion. Now, when we are saying that the gas present in the container is, there is some gas present in this container, the molecules of the gas in the container is continuously moving here and there randomly. During their motion, they collide with each other definitely, just like the balls present in some box. And where we're going to shake that box, they will collide with each other. We know that. And definitely with the walls of the pressure, with the walls of the vessel as well, with the walls of the container as well. Now, gas molecules colliding with the walls of the container exert force on the walls of the container and thus produce pressure. And this particular pressure is known as the gas pressure. Okay, now here are two cases that how can we increase the gas pressure with the size. Please check it, the size of the container. If I am going to put same gas in the smaller container, then what will happen? Same amount of gas in the smaller container, definitely gas pressure will increase. Or we can do same container, and we put more molecules, more balls in it. I'm just comparing balls and the molecules because they right now we can say that these are of the same shape. In the container, if I'm going to put more balls, what will happen? Definitely the pressure inside. Similarly, when we're talking about the gas pressure, if we are going to fill it with more gas, what will happen? Gas pressure will increase. Definitely. Two cases. One is that volume of the container decreased. Second, container size remains same, but we put some more gas in it. Getting my point? If the volume of the container is decreased, for the same quantity of gas, the distance between the particles also decrease, and there are more collision of the particles with the walls of the container. As a result, the gas pressure increases. And number two is the gas pressure can also be increased by adding more gas in the container. Addition of more gas molecules mean more collision with the walls of the container and hence more pressure. Very easy. Simple concept this is. Now, a little bit new for all of us, pneumatics. Before we move towards the basic definition of pneumatics, we have to perform an activity because we have to understand this line. This is written on your page number 106, the first line of the topic pneumatics, that compressed air has the ability to do some mechanical work. What does mechanical work mean? Come to the activity. Just consider, if you have, then well and good. If you don't have, then just consider a plastic syringe. It must be the new one. It must not be used one. Okay. Take a new plastic syringe and carefully remove its needle and throw it. Right. Now, please see the cursor of my mouse. That this is the syringe, and this particular area of the syringe is known as the plunger. This is opening mouth from where we have removed the needle. We have just taken the new syringe and we have removed this needle. Then we have pulled out the plunger. When plunger was inside, what was happening? There was nothing here. When we are like pulling out it, when this plunger pulling, when we are pulling out this plunger, the air is filled in this part. Now, what we have to do next? Put thumb or the finger, put thumb or the finger of your other hand on the opening of the syringe and push it. Push this plunger inside. Then we will release the pressure on this plunger we will see that with a small jerk it will come out. Why that happens? This is the question. They are also asking, what do you infer from this activity? What is the conclusion of this activity? What will happen? With the small jerk, it will come out. Because we have compressed the air, we have stopped its movement towards outward, we have stopped the movement of air, we have just compressed it. And when this compressed air gets some relaxation, what happens? The plunger get out. This is the mechanical work. This is known as the mechanical work. Now, please come to the basic definition of pneumatics. The branch of science deals with the study and the application of compressed gas to produce mechanical motion is called pneumatics. Hopefully, it is clear now. Further, we have to move towards the application of the compressed air. Why this compressed air is required? Why we cannot use the simple air? When we will discuss these 5 to 6 applications of the compressed air from our daily routine life, we will find out its benefits. That how things get simpler if we use this compressed air in our daily routine life in different instruments. Right now, first of all, do you have bicycle of yours? Do you have motorbike of yours? Definitely your parents must have the car. So, do you think that we are just filled the vehicle tires with the simple air in which we breathe? No, no, students. The automobile tires are inflated with the compressed air. We can see this box. In tires, we filled a compressed or pressurized air. We can see this device in which the air is compressed. Getting my point? And with the help of knob or a button, air has transferred into the tires. In this, it is compressed with button or knob, it is transferred into the tires. And this compressed air helps the tires, it helps the smooth running of the vehicle. If it is not compressed one, then the vehicles cannot, the cars cannot move smoothly. Big advantage of the compressed air it is, right? The next one is spray guns. Here is a person who is just who is just painting his car, or the he might be the mechanic. In this box, in this small container, we can say there is a paint, and behind this pipe there is a big machine, which is actually what? Which is compressor. We have filled this particular jar with the paint. Then what happens? These particular guns are used to spray paints on the vehicles. It can be on the buildings, it can be on the furnitures, it can be on the doors, windows. In these guns, compressed air is used. This compressed air, when came out from the gun from this point, right? It spreads color of the paint on the surface, and we get fine and smooth surface. We can do it with brush as well, but we feel we will when we are going to touch it or when we are going to see it, the stroke of the brush is very visible. But when we are using this compressed this spray gun, which is using the compressed air for the painting, this the smooth and a very fine surface we will observe, right? Okay, the next one is air powered motors. In our home we have so many motors. In washing machine we have the motors, in water pump we have the motor, in blender and juicer we have the motors, different motors. This motor is a little bit different from these. This is not operated with the electricity. These are operated with the air pressure. Air powered motors used compressed air to work. Again, compressed air is used. Such motors are used as the places where electric motors are not suitable for the safety reasons. Let's have some explanation. We know that most of the motors use electricity in our daily routine life, but some particular motors like this use compressed air for their working. We can save electricity by using them. We can also uh, like um, mm, we can also use these motors where electric motors cannot move. We have some um, um, like there can be different issues due to which we cannot use the electric motors, and most important, that due to some safety reasons. Hopefully it is clear now. Come towards the fourth application of the pneumatics: air power tools. See this? Compressed air is used to operate air power tools like hammers, like drills, and so many others. Please see this figure. Air drills. Air drills are used to make the holes in the walls. Air hammers. You see this? See this point? Air hammer used compressed air and worked as a regular routine hammers. What is the benefit of using this air hammer? What do you think? By applying less force, we get better results of hammer work by using this air hammer. Getting my point? Okay, what is next? Air wrenches. We are going to discuss about the air wrenches. What will happen? It will grip the things more effectively than the normal wrenches. Getting? Now, please see this air ratchet. What will happen? Air ratchet used compressed air to move objects in a circular motion, just rotating. Just think if we are going to do it with our manual one, we have to work very hard. But with this air ratchet, we are just going to put it on the object and it will move into the circular motion. And this orbital sanders to make the surfaces smoother. Okay. Next is air brake system, and this is important as well. Now please see this diagram. Then we are after this we will read it out. This is the brake pedal. We could not see rest of the things in our vehicles. We can just see this brake pedal. In vehicles, when we press the brake pedal to stop the car, the air present in the air tank, this is the air tank. The air present in the air tank is being compressed by this compressor. You're going to press the pedal. The point is that just the signal is given to this air tank. The air from this is compressed by this compressor, and moving through these different pipes it reaches to the brake chambers. See this, this is the brake chamber, this is the brake chamber, which are present on all the wheels of the vehicle. Now when this compressed air came there, the brake chambers, it transfer this pressure to the drum brakes. In our book they did not use the word drum brake, they have used the word brake shoe, right? And when these are pressed, these drum brakes are pressed, what happens? The car stops. See what again? Brake pedal is giving the signal to the air tank. Air tank is just throwing the air in the compressor. Compressor is compressing that air, and this air is again moving back, and it is moving towards the back brake chambers. And brake chamber is throwing it with the pressure of the drum brakes. And in this, by using this principle, our car stops. Very simple. It mostly used in the heavy vehicles. Okay, let's read it. Compressed air is also used in air brake system in heavy vehicles. When a brake pedal is pressed, the compressed air is released from the storage tank. This air pushes the brake pad to stop its motion. Okay, the last one is dentistry tools. See, two dentists are standing here, and they are doing some their work with the patient. Dentists used compressed air in their instruments. These instruments are in their hands. We can see that. And if you have visited ever the dentist with your parents or for your own self, then we have seen that which sort of instruments these are. With the help of that pressurized air present in these instruments, they operate these tools for different treatments of the teeth. So please read it out. Most of dentistry tools used compressed air for their working. It is safer for the patient, right? That's all about our today's lecture. Next, we have to discuss about our homework. Dear students, you have to complete your copies very carefully. You have to maintain your notes properly, draw the margins, do mention day and date. Today's homework is explain gas pressure in a container. Its answer is written on page number 105. You also have to draw this diagram 7.5. We will also give this heading gas pressure in a container and this then write all this paragraph which is present on page number 105. Molecules of a gas tilts pressure increases. Then define pneumatics. It is present in your this presentation, and the definition of pneumatics is also given on page number 106. After the heading pneumatics, we will write the branch of the science which is also which deals with the study and application of the pressurized gas to produce mechanical motion is called pneumatics. And third question for today's work is write down the application of pneumatics. We have to write all these 6 applications on our neat copies. Students, hopefully you have enjoyed today's lecture and you have learned it. Uh, that's all from my side. Stay blessed. Stay at home. May Allah bless you with good health. Um, Thank you so very much, students. Take care. Allah Hafiz.